right. Good morning, everyone. As always, drop your tickers and questions in chat, and I will get to as many as possible. But I mentioned this yesterday. I really don't even know what to say. So, if you've been here, you know I have a deep and profound, appreciation of everyone that currently or has served in the U.S. military. I mean, I think that not to go on too long, but I think that one of the things that makes the United States of America the greatest country in history, and I often say this: if you want to argue with me, you can disconnect the stream right now. We're the best. Sorry. And one of the biggest reasons we are the best is because of our armed forces and the men and women that allow us, the freedom to sit here and click a mouse all day long and hopefully make money. So that being said, I'm not really like a materialistic guy. I don't really care about fancy cars or watches or yachts or any of that stuff. What's really important to me is people, experiences, and and things that you can't buy. I mean, it's like, listen, if you want a fancy car, save up a little bit of money, be responsible, and you buy a fancy car. It's like, whatever. But I got something in the mail this week that, again, I'm really struggling with even the words to say, because this is something that is just, I couldn't buy this if I wanted. So I want to give thanks to 4 individuals that are faithful followers of pre-market prep, and that's Captain Evan Morrison, Commander Scott Beyer, Lieutenant Junior Grade Paul Prince, and Petty Officer Second Class Clayton Kent. And what's wild is they sent me all this stuff. So this flag, you can see, was actually flown on this F-18, which I don't have a very good setup to show you guys all this stuff. But I've got an F-18 with a flag that was flown in it, signed by all 4 of these guys, and a thank you letter, a letter of appreciation. I mean, it's just like, and then the challenge coins, I've got 2 challenge coins, and man, I'm always, I'm never at a loss for words, and you can always tell when I'm struggling. But I do want to read the letter, from Commander Morrison here, and from Naval Air Station Fallon. I take great pleasure in extending my sincere appreciation for your professional knowledge and dedication to the general public. The contribution of your passion for the financial market has made a positive impact on many individuals' lives. Your commitment and sacrifice to strive for a better tomorrow is admirable, from pre-market prep to the Steady Trade team, and to all the other countless ways you have presented a way for all to better their future. I appreciate all that you have done, and I want to congratulate you on a job well done. Signed by Captain Sheik Morrison. And thank you, Captain Morrison, and thank you to everyone that reached out, Paul Prince, all of you. And this is going on my wall. It's going in the coins are going in my safe. And the flag, it's just, thank you again. And, I know I go off, and some days I get angry and I'm like, what am I doing this for? Why do I show up every day? If you remember the history of pre-market prep, I started doing this, back when the shutdown started. I was like, hey, can't do anything else. Here I am, 18, 19 months later, and there's been a lot. I have quit once for like 2 days, but every time, that I think about quitting or not doing it or not showing up on time or not showing up high energy. It's stuff like this that changes that. So I'm lacking for words. So that being said, again, thank you, Captain Evan Morrison, Commander Scott Beyer, Lieutenant Junior Grade Paul Prince, and Petty Officer Second Class Clayton Kent. I can't buy this. I can't buy an autographed picture in F-18 with a flag that was flown. It's just so. All right, enough stuttering. I mean, I stutter again. You can tell I mean it when I'm like. Most of you know, for 18 months, man, I'm just motor mouth. I never shut up. Nothing shakes me. Nothing rattles me unless someone asks about long-term investing in Wish or something like that. But all right, enough. Let's get to work. Sharks Trading asked about KOSS, K-O-S-S. So KOSS had dropped the PR with Apple last night. My opinion on something like this is please wait till the afternoon. I think this got ahead of itself. We know this is a former runner. This is a past meme stonk. Okay, we remember this from the meme stonk run. Stocks always move on Apple news, but I really want to wait for confirmation. And I know I say that a lot of days, but my thing, I would beg you to let this thing do whatever it's going to do with the open. I think, again, people don't read headlines. People leap into stuff. And again, I just think, now listen, what would I love to see? I would love to see this thing consolidate at VWAP and perk into the afternoon. But I think in the morning you're playing nothing but guessing games. So please notice all caps. Ignore this till afternoon. NRBO. So we got a PR. Phase 2, FDA news, good volume. Disaster of a chart. Again, I hate to be a broken record, but remember two things. Morning momentum has been lacking this week, okay? I won't go into it again. We've talked about this all week. So you got a disaster of a long-term downtrending chart. You have a stock with a history of one and dones. Look at all these doji candles. And so it's a watch. Listen, top of the list. Definitely a break of high day in afternoon VWAP hold. But based on that chart, based on the history of one and dones, you know what's coming. Afternoon VWAP hold only, I say. And I'll try and not to repeat this 1,000 times. Just understand, after the CEI bubble burst, we just haven't had the morning runners. Now, they'll come back, okay? Before you worry about the end of the world, they will come back. It's just, right now, please be conservative. Please be cautious. OCGN, same as yesterday. Keep in mind, week open red to green. If this is above 9, it's bullish. If it's below 9, please be real careful. Remember the whiteboard yesterday. So OCGN over 9. Remember the whiteboard from yesterday. And when I say that, remember the great thing about this is, if you're like, what whiteboard are you talking about, Tim? Remember, these are all on YouTube. Okay, you can go to yesterday's pre-market prep. We talked about technical analysis on OCGN and why I thought 9 was key. You can go back and watch it. Check it out. Is NRXP a dip and rip? How did it do this morning? Yeah. Or I would say, I think the best play on NRXP is a red to green. So, and why? Remember what we look for on red to greens. That big move, that close at or around the high of the day, This did have some news. Not the best long-term chart, flat out, but when they pin the high of the day. So this is when we're talking about a sketchy week open red to green, sketchy biotech. This thing pinned the high of the day. I mean, at 4 p.m. was the highest point of the day, all through pre-market, all through after hours, all through the normal trading day. So we know somebody bought the absolute high and they're red now. So what we look for is that proof that the buyers are still in control. And when and if this goes green, you're going to have a lot of people adding from yesterday. You're going to bring in a lot of more true believers. You're going to get bag holders adding. And in my opinion, you're going to see a spike. So at the end of the day, whether or not, here's the thing. If you don't like NRXP, this is what I want you to do from a teaching perspective. If you prefer DATS or CAS or something else, watch the candle when and if. Now I can't predict it, but when and if this goes green, watch what happens to the volume and the price action. I think you're going to see a quick spike, and that's confirmation of what we talk about and why we care. All right. Did I get my notes? NRXP week open ready. And so I'm going to get a couple quick done. DATS is a dip and rip. Squeezes back on. And then WTRH, somebody says, so WTRH is running. Chart, man. I wish the chart was better. Afternoon VWAP holds. I know I'm so boring. I'm so boring. I know everyone wants morning plays, but I'm telling you, that's the best I can tell you. Listen, until something changes, focus on midday, late day, okay? We've just seen so many failed morning moves. I promise you two things. The sun will come up tomorrow and morning runners will come back. But recognize two things. We're going into earnings season, and recognize that the Twitter pumps, well, DATS is back. BBIG is back. I was just about to say all the Twitter pumps have died, but here DATS is back and BBIG is back. That being said, the number one Twitter pump, CEI, still dead. We've got to get over that hump. All right? Okay. Richard Rickett, machinery repairman, petty officer, second class here. I second what the letter says. You're a good man. Appreciate what you do. Man, I tell you, it's getting to the point. Thank you, Richard. I might just, next time I quit pre-market prep, the next time someone asks me about long-term investing in some penny stock pump and dump, I'm just going to quit and exclusively do pre-market prep for members of the for current or former members of the military. That's next time I quit, next time I rage and quit, that's what I'm going to do. So that being said, thank you again to Captain Evan Morrison, Commander Scott Beyer, Lieutenant Junior Grade Paul Prince, Petty Officer Second Class Clayton Clint, and thank you for the flag. Thank you for the signed picture of the F-18. Thank you for the challenge coins. Thank you for the personal note. By the way, Paul Prince, my man, that penmanship, you can tell. Listen, you can tell Paul Prince is squared away with that kind of penmanship. I couldn't write that good. If I spent 6 months writing this thank you note, I couldn't make it look that good. Paul Prince is squared away. All right, have a great day, everyone. And, Nicole, please drop the link. I do have a webinar tonight talking about Oracle and something I've been working on for a year and a half. So anyway, check out Nicole will drop the link. It's free tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a great day, everyone, and we will see you next time. I need some music. Bow, 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 bow.